I think the major challenge the family caregiving for older persons today is to face with competing needs, and especially the older person with dementia, because the numbers dramatically increase. For example, in Taiwan, over 8% of them diagnosed as having dementia, and this number will be double in 20 years, 4 times in 40 years. And so for family caregivers, not only have to take care of the physical needs, but the cognitive impaired dysfunction that's really causing a lot of challenge in family caregiving. They have poor judgment or maybe personality change or behavior problems, emotional disturbance, and causing the family caregiver not only have to look for them, but to deal with all the financing and all kinds of issues. And not only for the family caregivers, but also for the community, whether the community can be dementia friendly or community can provide support for these family caregivers. So I think that's the big challenge today. And for the best practice, I think it's to empower family caregivers so they can not only provide good quality care to these older persons, but also they can take care of their own need. They don't have to sacrifice their life or their family and jobs. And I think for me, best practice is have a sound theory base, that you have really clear rationale for the outcome that you target. And also it has to be evidence-based, that the effectiveness of these interventions can be proved and supported by research. So when the practice or delivering or the services set up, you can have a good rationale and be effective. For future, I think we need a culturally relevant studies, culturally relevant and sensitive practices. We have to develop models to understand current family caregiving condition in Chinese families, because currently the models that we've been practicing, most of them are developed in Western countries. And then also, I think a lot of services and intervention need to be conducted, examined in well-controlled trials, so the effectiveness can be established. And also, I think longitudinal studies would be very important, because family caregivers sometimes has to take care of the older persons more than 5 years. And for older person with dementia, sometimes over 10 years. And most of the studies today only follow for a very short period of time. So I think we need more longitudinal to see the trajectory of family caregiving during the illness trajectory. And then maybe we can find out if there are different patterns of trajectory in family caregiving, and maybe we can identify high-risk families that have vulnerable trajectory, and then we can target our intervention on these families and early identify them and provide them with culturally sensitive service or intervention.